back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Doing good? I hope so. So, if you guys are new here, my name is Cassidy. This is my cringy YouTube channel that you somehow clicked on. If you guys like these videos, hit that like button, that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. I try to make a new video every couple days. I eventually want to make videos every day, but with my work schedule it can be a little bit difficult, but for the most part I post 4 times a week. So if you guys like my videos, please subscribe. I'll have all my other social media linked down below, so go check all that out. I love to make TikTok videos, so my TikTok will be linked down below. I'm active on TikTok almost every day. So yeah, let's jump right into this video. I literally just got out of the shower, and I usually don't let my hair natural because I have this weird curly hair thing happening that gets really frizzy, but I'm actually liking the way my hair is looking, and I just put 2 products in it. So I'll show you guys what I'm using. So currently I am using the Design Line Curl Lock Leave-In Moisturizer, and I just put a couple dabs of this on my hand and I just scrunch it through my hair, and it looks pretty good. Like I'm happy with this. Like I might wear my hair more natural more often, but yeah, that's why my hair is damp. But okay, so today's story is about my first job that I've ever had. I was about 16 when I got this job. I applied at a restaurant. I was super excited. I was like, yeah, first job. Like, you know, when you're turn that age where you can finally legally work, you get so excited and you're like finally happy to make your own money and just, yeah, be able to buy your own things and not have to ask anyone for money. It's a good feeling. So when I got the call back that I got the job as a hostess, I was so excited. I was so excited I was gonna make a paycheck, even though minimum wage was about, I think $10 where I live at that time. It was about $10. So it was $10 an hour, and yeah, I was super excited. Now, this restaurant was more of a classier restaurant. They liked you to wear dresses and heels, and they wanted you to kind of dress a certain way. How do I come off saying this but not offend anyone? They wanted you to dress more revealing, which, you know, I was 16. During my time when I was in school, like, we had dress codes, and, you know, my mom wouldn't let me out of the house with a crop top. Like, you know. So they wanted me to wear like a short skirt and high heels and all this stuff. I never walked in heels until I got this job. I just want to say, this was my first time walking in heels. So when they said they require heels, I was like, okay, like, it's my first job. I'm sure I can try this. I'll walk in heels. So I ended up buying a pair of heels with my mom that had a little bit of a wedge so it was easier to walk. And of course, those weren't allowed. It had to be a stiletto. So then there's me, you know, getting told you have to have a stiletto. And also, my clothes weren't slutty enough either. They had to be a shorter skirt. And yeah, it was just not okay for the work. So I got my new wardrobe. Everything was fine. I looked like a wingnut trying to walk in heels, but I still did it, even though I almost twisted my ankle a couple times. I still did it, and to this day I still suck at walking in heels. I hate wearing heels. I don't like it. If you guys know how I feel, let me know down below. Can you walk in heels, or am I just the only one that looks like a giraffe in heels, a drunk giraffe? So yeah, I ended up getting the proper dress code for work, and it was very hard for me to work at this restaurant because it was attached to a hotel. We had to do room service calls. We had to go right into strangers' rooms, put their food on a table, and wait for them to grab their food. So at being 16, I felt really uncomfortable going into a stranger's hotel room, and I actually have a story that I'm gonna include in this video about that later on in the video. And also, I was serving alcohol underage. I was, you know, assessing people on their weight. If they seemed bigger, we had to put them in a bigger booth. If they dressed a certain way, we assumed they were in the bar, and it just like stereotyping people. Like I'm not that type of person, so it was a really hard job. I also had issues memorizing tables, and I screwed up the whole week that I was there over and over again seating people because we had to memorize the tables, what server had each table. Screwed up so many times. I couldn't pronounce the wine of the day. It was some word in French, and it was like I just couldn't say it. I always forgot the cutlery on the tables as well, the extra cutlery. I was just horrible at working at a restaurant. But yeah, like it was a rough week. And yeah, the last day is when all shit went down for me before I got, like the last day I got fired that night. So basically we had a celebrity come in. I want to say his name, but I don't know. But he was a comedian. Let's just say he was a famous comedian. He was with a group of people. Like I said, this was connected to a hotel, and we do a lot of filming where I live, so we have a lot of celebrities out here. And yeah, so I went with the debit machine to, like, you know, let him pay in that. And like I said, this was my first job. I didn't know how to rip the receipt off the debit machine because I'm an idiot, and the whole debit roll spat out
on this guy. And I looked and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
It's like, he's laughing, and he made me feel good. At the end of the day, it all worked out. Like, he wasn't mad, he thought it was funny. Like I said, he was a comedian, he made a joke, and it was just super embarrassing for me because of course that happened to me. Literally, I still, when I worked there, couldn't figure out how to rip the receipt. Yeah, it was super embarrassing. But yeah, that same night I had an interesting room service experience too. I had a old man try to get me to stay in his room, and I was by myself, and he kept shutting the door, and he wouldn't let me out of the room, and I had to run out of the room and run downstairs and tell my boss. My boss is like, oh,
it happens. I'm sorry.
It was just a horrible, horrible night. And the nail in the coffin to when I got pulled in the back and fired was when I couldn't pronounce the wine of the day properly. Don't ask me what it was. I don't remember, nor would I be able to say it, but it was in French. And I brutalized it, apparently. And my boss sent me in the back and basically let me go. Like, she was like, I'm sorry, like, this isn't for you. And I have to say, like, I was pretty heartbroken and really upset because I truly wanted this job and I wanted to excel in it. And I, like, was really upset that I failed. And, you know, it sucked for a while, like, it really did. But at the end of the day, everyone has a first job story. You know, we all have been there with our first jobs. Either we let go within a week or a day, or we've quit. And I'm happy with my job I have now. And yeah, it was a learning experience for me, and I'll probably never work in a restaurant again. But if that's your guys' life and you guys work in a restaurant, that's good for you. It wasn't my thing. Yeah, that's my first job story. Holy. So if you guys have any first job stories that are funny and interesting, and just comment them down below. I'd love to hear your train wrecks of a first job. I really would. Yeah, if you guys like this video, comment down below, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the rest of my social media, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.